the best sleep hack that you probably heard about but you are still not doing. I know the world has changed because of the way that we are now sleeping, or the ceremonies or the things that we do before we go to sleep has changed, but it seems like we have gone so far that we cannot rewind the hands of time. What I'm talking about is that if you're trying to fall asleep and you want to go into deep sleep and you want to give yourself the moment to really reconnect with yourself, basically to sleep with your phone not next to you, because once you have your phone next to your bed, I understand all of the time we tend to use it as an alarm, but there are days that you don't need that alarm. Once you try to put it next to your head or next to your bed, you are so tempted. And one thing about temptation is that you want to limit yourself from being tempted by eliminating or putting the temptation away from you as much as you can, because a lot of the time some people might say, oh yeah, they cannot fall asleep, so this is the reason why they will have their phones with them, because it helps them to fall asleep. I do understand, because I used to do that too. One thing that I've noticed is that it really stops you from really connecting with yourself to really understand what's going on with your life. When you lay to bed and you're trying to fall asleep, this is the moment that everything is like your mind is racing, everything that has happened or that you are going to be doing for the following days, or sometimes some plans in the future, you can replay them in your mind. And this is a moment that you also can de-stress. When you have your phone with you and you're constantly going through it or whatever you're doing with it, you don't have a moment to actually go in and reflect, or go in to really think about, okay, what's really troubling you, and to make sense out of it. Maybe that we have now become so used to it, so used to saying maybe have a good night to somebody, that now it becomes our new normal. The fact of the matter is there's a difference between what our emotional, our mental, our subconscious mind need versus what we choose to give it, because what it really needs is a moment to actually replay and a moment to truly unwind so you can drift right to sleep. What I do really want to mention is that at the very beginning, it's going to be very difficult, because anything that you set out to do is going to be difficult in the very beginning. And you might have beginner's luck maybe one time, but if you really want to take it to the next step, or if you really want to create it as a habit, it's best that you start and to resist. That's the biggest part about it, to resist. If you try it for a long enough period of time, you will not regret it.